Western District steeplechaser upset what was billed as the Day of Champions at the Grand Annual Meeting at Warrnambool. 15-1 chance, Dunroe took out one of the world's most testing jumping events. And earlier, local hero Dandy Andy was denied his bid for successive Warrnambool Cups.
Dandy Andy is struggling under his big weight. Friar's Delight has taken the lead in the cup from Durham Rivers. Dandy Andy under pressure, followed by Sonic Scoom and Scarvilla. But Friar's Delight is racing away in the final stages. He'll win the cup very easily. And Friar's Delight came away to score by 4 lengths to Durham Rivers.
The winner in the best back to beat Dandy Andy, Friar's Delight, Simon Marshall at 7-2. Second, Durham Rivers at 33-1, with Scarvilla third at 12-1. Unplaced favourite at 2-1, and fourth, Dandy Andy. But the race that sends the crowds to just about every possible vantage point on the course saw a field of 14 contest the Grand Annual. Twice around the tricky circuit, 33 fences and 5,500 metres. The favourite, the Little Champ River Amos. And it wasn't until they wheeled back onto the course the second time until the race claimed its first casualties.
And there's the first casualty, Bunda Boys down.
Down the hill into Granta's paddock, and River Amos had led from the outset, but the pack were about to descend.
Jumped it safely, cut the corner to a nicety. River Amos is still the leader. But there's some of them saved plenty of ground, notably on the inside, Action Boy and Dunroe.
One fence from home, and it became a two-horse war. The locals pinning their faith in Dunroe and also John Russell's voice.
Over the last one, Dunroe. Action Boy on the inside, they're locked together. Action Boy, and this one fell at the last. Spanish Minstrel, Action Boy and Dunroe. Dunroe on the outside, just the leader. Dunroe is going to win the annual. Dunroe is coming away, and Dunroe for the money. Dunroe has won it by a length to Action Boy.
Dunroe, making amends for his second in the Briley Steeple on Tuesday, started at 15-1 and ridden by Laurie Poltridge. Second, Action Boy at 20-1, with Being Bold getting third some 20 lengths away at 20-1. The unplaced favourite at 6-4, River Amos. And I suppose after 5,500 metres you're entitled to lose your voice, aren't you?
Yes, indeed. It's a brave effort. Thanks, Rob. Midweek Tats Lotto now, and there are 3 Division 1 winners. Each will receive more than $260,000.
For $400 as a Rangers hack, 6-year-old gelding Dunroe came from obscurity to win the famous Grand Annual steeplechase in Warrnambool today. Dunroe was an emergency for the race, and he only gained a start because of 2 scratchings.
The pony-sized River Amos was a clear-cut favourite in Warrnambool's most famous race. 2 scratchings had allowed the emergencies to gain a run. A capacity field of 14 started in the 5.5 kilometre classic. River Amos travelled comfortably for the first lap and jumped well. The first casualty was Bunda Boy.
They've just about completed a lap, and River Amos has not put a foot wrong on this one down. Bunda Boy has come down. Commission Red nearly went over the top. Shift Me By was back of the tail with Commission Red, and Curl of Success has gone. Curl of Success, the second favourite, is out of the race. He's lost his rider. River Amos, the mighty midget, he leads a length and a half past Tozer. Action Boy getting right up on the inside, Dunroe. He made a mess of that. Nick Arnett's gone back to third on River Amos. Dunroe comes to it, he's over it. Dunroe in front of Action Boy. Spanish Minstrel has fallen. Spanish Minstrel fell at the last. It's Dunroe and Laurie Poltridge. Dunroe in front. Action Boy fights back. Dunroe doing enough, and he's the better stayer. Dunroe wins the Grand Annual Steeple by a length.
My voice was gone. My heart was up here. And I felt the best I've ever felt. I think in racing I've never felt better. It's like Wayne Gardner winning a Grand Prix. This is my Grand Prix.
The Warrnambool Cup had developed into a match race according to punters between the local favourite, last year's winner Dandy Andy, and the good wet track mare Friar's Delight.
Friar's Delight has burst away, and she's got the Warrnambool Cup all parcelled up. Friar's Delight races away and is going to bolt in. Friar's Delight about 4 lengths to Durham Rivers and Scarvilla, then Dandy Andy.
Some excellent calling there from Danny Malecki. The quadrilla 7335, $7,836.80 at Warrnambool today. The quad extra 316, 5 and 13, $5,346.95. Daily double 3 and 5, $42. Extra double 16 and 13 was $122.65. Now the daily double, I had $42 and they had $12 there, so I'm not too sure. Well, Danny's been looking at greyhounds as well down at Warrnambool, and it's unusual for a greyhound to win back-to-back feature races. 3 in succession is a greater rarity, but 4 in a row is unheard of. Tonight, champion stayer Bold Treese goes for his 4th Sandown Cup. Dan Malecki reports on the Fawn Canine from Warrnambool.
Bold Treese has taken almost every feature staying race on the calendar. In 1987, he was named Greyhound of the Year. Despite numerous breakdowns and injuries, the Warrnambool Warrior has done what only champions can do, and that's keep coming back and keep winning. Bold Treese has drawn box 1 in the final of the Sandown Cup, a race he's won for the past 3 years. And although the rising 5-year-old finished second in the heats last week, Bold Treese is sure to be a clear favourite. Dan Malicki, 10 News.
Well, the Brisbane Bears reeling after being thrashed at home by the West Coast Eagles on the weekend.
The locals at Warrnambool will be celebrating long into the night. After their pride and joy, Dunroe won the grand annual steeple today. Cheered on by the huge crowd, Dunroe took the lead towards the end of the race and in a tight finish outlasted the field to win the $60,000 steeple. Earlier, Friars Delight tipped out 2 outsiders in the Warrnambool Cup.
Friars Delight on the outside, under the whip, came in the centre. Sonic Zoom, Dandy Andy struggling, Scarvilla, but Friars Delight at the 200 reaches Durham Rivers. Dandy Andy struggling away, and then Sonic Zoom, Scarvilla, but halfway down the run, and Friars Delight kicks away, and Friars Delight's Warrnambool Cup. Friars Delight and Simon Marshall win by 3 lengths. Durham Rivers second, Scarvilla got up to run third.
The winner, Friars Delight, ridden by young Simon Marshall, started at 7-2. Second, number 10, Durham Rivers at 33-1, and third, number 6, Scarvilla at 12-1. The unplaced favourite was Dandy Andy at 2-1. The grand annual steeple with a field of 14 over 5,500 metres and 33 fences. The favourite was number 1 River Amos, the top weight, who led through most of the early part of the race from last Tuesday's Brierley steeplechase winner, Curl of Success. Bunda Boy was the first one to tumble with 1,600 metres to go. Then Curl of Success, running second to River Amos, also became a casualty. River Amos tired, and Dunroe and Action Boy settled down for the fight to the finish.
The leader, Dunroe. Action Boy on the inside, fighting back. Dunroe for Shane Fisher. He's in front. Dunroe's going to win the annual. Dunroe wins it by a length and a quarter. Second, Action Boy.
Dunroe started at 15-1. Second, Action Boy at 20-1. And third, Being Bold, also at 20-1. The unplaced favourite was River Amos at 6-4. And for the local connections, the party was just beginning. Great call too by Brian Blackmore. It's a long way, 5,500 metres.
And a great finish, a little bit
Terrific.
like the London Marathon.
Was it a bit, yeah.
Thanks,
Mary, that's all.